What do you get with a gun-loving gal,
Jump off a cliff, honey. I'll be out there when I'm ready.
an easygoing guy,
People call me Mr. Becki.
and Sudbury, Ontario, the city of love, and, nickel? 7 failed wedding attempts.
Becky's already talked once or twice about canceling this one.
But then add a serious SOS to Jane Dea's hinge. Will this wedding be one of glitz and glamour? Or will Jane be locked in the slammer?
I want to go home now.
Matt, don't take my daughter for granted. I think you should have planned this a little bit.
Oh,
Giving us a little more time instead of just springing it on us.
Matt and Becki are on the road to marriage, and so far, it's been the Trans-Canada Highway because they've been engaged for 12 years.
The first time Matt and I tried to get married, I found out I was pregnant. Second time, Matt was laid off.
the third time our families got involved.
And by families, we mean of the mother variety.
Last time she came up with a second wedding dress for Becki.
Oh, yes.
The fourth time our son was born. Fifth time I got laid off from work. The sixth time we went to get married, Becki had to go in and have surgeries done. The seventh time, the company I was working for again laid me off, and it just spiraled way out of control. We're 4 days off from the wedding.
What?
We're 4 days off from the wedding.
4 days? Oops, Jane's not gonna like this one.
We haven't even met the Reverend.
Or that one.
As I have not received a response to my email, I will assume that you do not require my services.
Yeesh!
I feel like we're drowning, and Becky's already talked once or twice about canceling this one.
Yeah, see, Becki likes to be the decision maker.
People call me Mr. Becki.
Jump off a cliff, honey. I'll be out there when I'm ready.
I wear the pants in this relationship.
And Becki's pants have a holster.
I'm training to be a correctional officer. Put your hands up. I want you to empty your pockets, please. I would love to work in a prison or jail.
Okay, you tell us, officer, is it a law that your fiancé should propose to you properly?
The last time I proposed to her, we were at the drive-thru at Tim Hortons.
Oh, hi, yeah. Can I get a double crappy wedding proposal and throw in a cruller, will ya? From its romantic beginnings until now, this wedding has been a truck full of bad.
It just seemed like it was going to work, and it was going to be easier to do this time, or easy to do this time.
Man, were we wrong.
And remember failed wedding attempt number 3, AKA the case of the meddling moms? Well, one of them is here early.
I'm here.
Mother.
It's going to happen this time, or it's not going to happen at all.
Thankfully, Jane Dea's hinge has come to dig this wedding out of the tundra. Welcome to Sudbury, Ontario, Jane. Too bad she only likes ice in her gin and tonic.
I got you wedding SOS.
This is wedding attempt number 8.
Where are we at now? When is the wedding?
This coming Saturday.
It's Monday today.
Yeah.
So Jane gets a lowdown on the wedding with 8 lives and works off the Sudbury chill with buckets of Joe.
And what else can go wrong?
Her mom doesn't like my mom doesn't like her mom.
Your mom doesn't like your
parents, my parents are divorced. My mom doesn't like my dad hates everybody.
How many wishes have we got?
Right now, Jane wishes she was back in Kansas because they're heading to the ceremony venue and back outside.
And you're telling me this isn't cold?
Oh, it's a little nippy.
A little nippy. What's that?
That's the super stack.
That's a focal point. And what about music?
As I come in down the aisle, there'll be bagpipes playing. My grandfather used to play bagpipes.
Okay.
Well, the bagpipes more than likely will already be down here and playing as I walk down.
No, that has to be a surprise. If it starts up there, you'll get everybody looking to go, where's that coming from? Are photographs here afterwards?
There will be some photographs here, but we're doing some outside.
In the middle of winter? Hello, everybody. Yes, we'd like some photos of you freezing your socks off. I am not doing any photographs or supervising or whatever. They're on their own. Please don't let them make that a wish. I'm a Brit. We don't do minus anything.
But luckily, the reception venue is in the same building, so Jane can travel comfortably.
For you to confirm all the final numbers, who are you waiting to hear from?
We are waiting to hear if my grandfather's well enough. I love him. I do. I love my grandfather and my grandmother. They've always been there for me, and they accept me for who I am. I always envisioned my grandfather being there. When he said he wouldn't be able to make it because of health reasons, it just kind of put a kink in everything.
Oh, dear. It touched a nerve, didn't it? Gosh. Because we've now done the overview, let's get down to the nitty-gritty now. I think I need to go and do a plan.
So Jane gets down to the nitty, and as soon as the couple see the plan,
Holy
it gets gritty.
That's a good start.
I'm very overwhelmed with what...
I'm extremely overwhelmed with what still has to be done.
Yes.
Every single headline here is a task. And what these are is that's Becky's going to do it, that's Matt's going to do it, and this is we're going to do this together. What transport are you going in your dress?
We'll probably just borrow Dad's truck or something like that.
Dad's truck? Princesses do not get in trucks.
Remember, Jane, Sudbury. But apparently the couple has remembered one thing.
We have the cake topper.
Does that about sum it up?
Yes.
Yeah. And we actually have a little tiny plastic gun that we're going to glue to her left hand.
Of course. It's just a little lever-action rifle that the bride should have.
But before Jane goes postal, she gets reverential.
Have you been in touch with the Reverend?
We need to. We, according to an email, lost her last night.
You've lost your Reverend?
Yes.
If you have no Reverend, you've got no wedding, and then we failed again. I have not come to Sudbury to have no wedding. Can I officiate? I'm here to help you, and I bring with me 3 wishes. And I want you to think and choose wisely, because if you don't, we'll be on to wedding number 9.
And whether it's wise or just plain wild, Becki throws down a wish immediately.
Grandparents, help me figure out how to get them here.
Wasn't expecting that one.
Today, with only 3 days till the wedding, Becki's hot for preacher. Confirmation, that is.
Please tell me the Reverend is there. We can't go through this.
She was expecting somebody to call us when we left the hotel so she could meet us here. I didn't know that. I don't know. I'm assuming that's her van that just pulled in.
While the couple makes a deal with the Reverend, Jane goes on a reconnaissance mission for Becki's first wish.
How ill is Grandpa?
He is very ill, and there is no possible way that he could make it, because if he could, he'd be here.
Have you explored every possible way to try and get him here?
I thought perhaps maybe an ambulance, but between the long trip and laying down, and he needs constant oxygen, there's no way that he could be here.
Whereabouts does he live?
My father lives in Hamilton.
And how far away is that?
It's about 6 or 7 hours away.
6 or 7 hours?
So Jane decides that if Grandpa can't come to the mountain, she'll bring the mountain to him.
Hello.
Hello.
You Ralph?
Yes.
Are you Betty?
Hi, Betty.
Hello. The reason I've come here to see you today is that I'm trying to do a surprise for Becki on her wedding day.
Oh, that would be real nice.
Yeah?
We would love that there. But it's too much for me. I couldn't travel that far.
So Captain Jane is left figuring out how to beam up Grandma and Grandpa. Meanwhile, Becki's mom is talking centerpieces, and she's got Matt by the bowls.
I didn't think they were going to be so big, though.
Excuse me?
Huge.
So you're gonna have the fish swimming around in here.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have the light on top.
Lights? I thought it was supposed to be a candle. Oh, that's right. I told Becki we cooked the fish and we put a candle in.
Okay, with your friends, when they're drinking, they might get that fish and cook it. Or eat it.
But if Matt's drunk friends don't feel like chowing down on the fish, I think we have a taker. Ah, there's Matt. Guess he got tired of talking about drunk friends and big bowls.
Okay, Matt. I will be out when I'm ready to be out. Okay, but I can't rush this. Jump off a cliff, honey. I'll be out there when I'm ready, okay? Love you too. Bye.
Later that day, as usual, Becki's marching to the beat of her own drummer. Or at least, she'd like to.
Becki, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find drummers
Why?
to go with the pipe.
I don't see the point of needing a drummer there. We have the bagpiper.
When you hear the song with the piper and the drummer the way it is intended, it is completely different.
I'm not gonna win this argument, am I?
When Becki gets an idea in her mind, I normally can't stop her. It's her way or the highway.
Fine, I'm phoning Jane.
You want to call Jane and waste your wish on a drummer, fine. Just don't come whining to me when you need it for something else.
In 2 days. Oh, I feel ill.
So Jane slaps on her skins and puts out a call to the wild through yet another Jane connection.
Well, we have a very special guest in our studios today. We've got Jane Deas-Hinch.
My pleas to anybody out there, if you can play the drums, come along to Sudbury College this afternoon and audition for me, please.
So after Jane radios for help, she brings her accomplice to see and hear the spoils.
Our first audition is...
Jeremy.
My name's Andy, and I'm going to be playing the conga drums today.
Have you ever played with a Scottish bagpiper?
No, I haven't.
We're looking for a drummer. Have you got a drum?
I have a percussion instrument.
Oh, different sort of drums. Jeremy, show us what you can do. Where did you get triangle from? Why would you think we needed a triangle?
Well, nothing says upper class quite like triangle.
I'm speechless. This isn't quite what we're looking for. Jeremy, don't call us. We'll call you. Thanks, but no thanks. Played with passion and feeling, I could tell. But honestly, no.
Fine.
Can you show us what you've got, please?
Sure.
Fantastic. But can I hear it with a Scots piper so we get the full effect? Fantastic. That's exactly what we're looking for. Tell me you can come on Saturday.
I can.
Oh, there you go. Wish granted?
Thank you.
Back at home, Matt wishes he could curl up into a tiny little ball because Mama has some rules of engagement for her daughter.
Did you propose to her?
No, actually, not this time.
Excuse me.
Actually, I forgot. So I figured I'd done it 7 times before. She's probably tired of saying yes. I was afraid she'd say no.
I mean, really, how couldn't you have proposed to her?
With just 2 days before the wedding, Matt got the guilts from his mother-in-law.
I mean, really, how couldn't you have proposed? Just from her mother's point of view, I really would like her to have a proposal. And very creative, one that she will remember.
All right. I'll ask her.
And so considering his last proposal was memorable for all the wrong reasons,
The last time I proposed to her, we were at the drive-thru at Tim Hortons.
Matt wakes up and smells the coffee.
Jane, I need your help to come up with a creative way to propose to Becki again. I've done it 7 times before, and the last couple of times I don't think she thinks was romantic.
Isn't it every girl's dream to have a man on his knees giving you a ring?
With only 2 days until the wedding, Becki had better say yes. So Jane meets Matt immediately to make a plan of attachment.
Tell me a bit about Becki. What is she like?
She's an outdoors person. She likes to hunt. She likes to fish. She likes to go ATVing. She's right into the law.
The law.
Yes, she's studying it now in school, and she's all about the law.
Well, that gives me an idea.
So Jane, knowing her law-loving bride, goes off to pursue a proposal that doesn't suck. And the couple meet their DJ to see how this wedding will rock.
What song do you want to walk into first?
I don't know.
Kiss, Heaven's on Fire.
Dude.
You want us just to surprise you with something high energy?
Yeah, you know what? Knock yourself out.
What's your hobby?
Cars, trucks.
Trucks?
So what, maybe a waltz, a minuet?
I'm gonna see if I can find the NASCAR theme.
Bingo! On that romantic note, now Jane's got an appointment with the man. She really does know everybody.
Deputy Chief.
Hello, Jane. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Then Jane gives the 5-0 about her perp, and the deputy chief cooperates nicely.
Have you got cells here?
Jane, I think I can find some way to help you.
Oh, yes, he did. And so Jane makes a holding cell appropriate to hold the event, while Becky's at home having an arresting conversation with her mom.
Why such a short notice this time? I think you should be a little more honest with me.
There was less likelihood of meddling.
I'll just be over here in the corner.
It was stressing me out too much. We just said, if it's not what we were expecting and ours, then there's no sense in it if it's everybody else's.
Do you think it was other issues, like your own nervousness and your own anxiety, that stopped it before? And it's easier to blame other people.
It wasn't fun anymore. And I always thought that planning the wedding would be fun, not trying to make sure that there wasn't tension.
Conflict.
And conflict, yes.
I want you to know that I will not meddle in this wedding. That if you feel that way, I really want you to discuss it with me.
I definitely should have talked to you. Same with Matt. Like, Matt and I should have sat down and said, this is how we're feeling.
Yes.
I do thank you for coming up and helping me.
I love my Becki.
I'll always be there for you.
I know.
Matt'll hate it.
So all is well in Mom and Bride Town, but on the other side of the tracks, Jane did the crime, and now Matt's gonna have to do the time.
It's romantic, and I think that Becky's going to be blown away by it.
And so is Matt.
I don't think Matt could quite believe his eyes.
My heart actually stopped for a second when I walked in and seen what she'd put together. And she's gonna faint. This is awesome.
Okay, shall we do a bit of role play?
Sure,
I'll be Becky. Okay. Oh, Matt, this is beautiful. This is so romantic.
7 tries and I could never find the right words, so could you get me started?
Becky, we have been together for 15 years.
Yeah. So, Becky, we've been together for 15 years.
Sorry, Matt, that will not do. On your knees, please.
Hold a hand.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm already lost. Becky, you've given me...
We've been together.
We've been together for 15 years. You've given me 2 beautiful children.
And you are the wife I dreamed of. And this is from me to you.
Okay, can I write that down? So I was wondering if you would do me the honor of becoming my wife on Saturday and be with me for eternity.
Isn't that lovely? Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up crying here in a minute.
Oh, dear. Okay.
As Jane and Matt cry like a couple of schoolgirls, Becky's taking care of business.
Met with the Reverend. Final fitting is today.
Mom.
Hello? Yes. Okay. Okay. No problem. Bye. Where are my keys? Mom, I've got to go. There's issues with our marriage license. So if I don't fix the license, Mommy and Daddy have done all of this for nothing.
With 1 day to the wedding,
I don't think I could actually survive a 9th attempt.
Becky thought this one was doomed once again.
An officer from the police with regards to our marriage license and application said that there's some discrepancies with it, which I don't understand.
But understand this, good citizen. The officer who called you, dum-dum-dum, had direct orders from Chief Romance, who was sentencing you to a life term of love.
My heart's pounding through my chest. I feel like I'm starting to sweat. I don't think I've ever been this nervous. Becky, I've loved you since the very first moment I seen you. And my love grows stronger for you every day. And it would be my honor if you would accept this eternity ring.
I love you.
Love you too.
I don't think I could have ever dreamed of something like this. I love you. I didn't think Matt had it in him to be romantic.
I was dubious about the wish. Now I think it's a great wish because now it's put them on the right footing, ready for the wedding.
And ready they are. Today's wedding day, and Jane's first priority? Getting the bride to drop the gun.
No, I'm going to swap you for that.
Okay.
Yes, you're a bride today.
And Jane, as always, is ready to lock and load, and then Wish 2 marches in,
On cue.
ready to announce the bride's arrival. Yikes. Well, at least the drummer's in tune.
In the presence of God and before our family and friends, I, Matthew, choose you, Becki, to be my wife.
My Becki, choose you, Matthew, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward.
Just as it is appropriate for Matthew and Becki to declare their love for each other with the gift of a ring, they also wish to show you, Elizabeth and Caleb, how much they love you with these gifts.
Elizabeth, and your daddy and I got you this.
For today. Caleb, Mommy and Daddy got you this for what you've done for us today.
Yay! They finally did it, and the pipes and Jane's little drummer boy sound off the victory.
The drummer was so brilliant. I loved it.
All right. Okay.
He was my wow.
I like the drummer, all right?
He's one of the wow factors.
But Jane has one more wish to go.
She asked me for Grandpa to be here. Becky's wish to have her grandfather at the wedding, physically impossible. Next best thing, Ralph, what would you like to say to Becki?
Becki, all the beautiful memories we have of you when you were a little girl. It didn't seem so long ago that I was babysitting her and changing her diaper. Becki, you're a young lady getting married now. Your whole life in front of you. We wish you all the best.
Congratulations, Becki and Matt. We send our love. I wish you all the love, happiness in years to come.
We miss you, Becki, and we love you. So be it. Amen.
Seeing my grandfather meant the world to me.
You could have heard a pin drop. That room was charged with emotion.
There is no words to describe how I feel about Jane. It is true. She is our fairy godmother.
I thought the wedding was fabulous.
Yes, we finally did it. I'm exhilarated. I feel like I had a Cinderella wedding that I never even thought I would ever have.
It was amazing. Everything just worked out so nicely, and it just went, it went so great.
8th time lucky. Whew. My impressions of Sudbury. Sudbury is very cold. It has a big coin on top of a hill, and everybody walks around like this. This is my wedding outfit for Saturday. You do realise this? I'm going under here. Oh, I'm baking. Get me out of this.